Alright guys, today I'll be reviewing Mind Eraser at Six Flags Darien Lake. This is the 1997 Vekoma SLC, and fortunately it just got brand new trains, a new repaint, and a second train that looks like it could be ready at any moment. And specifically, the new train makes this ride way better than it used to be, and I'll explain why in this review. So let's start off with the presentation. This ride has easily the best presentation of any SLC I've seen. It's got the lake in front of it, and it's also got really good colors, and it's looking amazing now that it's got the new color scheme. I will say at the top of the lift hill, I noticed a bit of the paint is starting to get chipped off already, so I'm a little concerned about that, but at least for now, it looks great. You're going to walk through the queue line, and it's unfortunately a pretty lengthy queue, not in terms of wait time. This ride never has a wait, but in terms of how long you walk, yeah, it's pretty bad. You're going to be hiking a good deal. But fortunately, you get to go right under this thing, and the views are amazing down there. I mean, you could just sit there and take videos for hours. So once you get into the station, you're going to be able to choose your row, and I would say this is a front row ride, not because of the view, but because some of the inversions are definitely more forceful up there. And I would say go for the load side of the train, but it doesn't matter too much. Don't feel like you missed out on too much if you didn't get the load side. The operations on this ride are decent. They do have bins on the side, but they're sort of shaped for shoes, so that's definitely helpful. If you don't have closed-toed shoes, definitely put them over there. And the ops themselves are usually pretty good. Now, it's time to talk about what you're all here for, and that is the new restraints. These restraints are incredible. They're the best non-lap bar restraints I've ever felt. They are that good. They are so freeing. I mean, you can just move all around. It's great. They leave you so exposed. You can feel all the forces extremely well, which I was really pleased to see, because I know a lot of vests, especially B&M's vests, are pretty bad, but I would say these are definitely even more freeing than like flash vertical velocities. So once you get the all clear, you'll head out of the station, head up the lift, and head down your first drop. Unfortunately, this first drop is very boring. It's just there to build up speed. But after this, you've got the rollover. And this is a great set of inversions. It's basically just an Immelman that cuts out early and a dive loop that starts late. That's about it. And these are pretty fun. In the front, you get good positives going into it. In the back, you still get positives, but not too much. And then you get a little laterals throughout the inversion, but don't expect anything too strong. And then vice versa, you get better Gs in the back. Pulling out of this inversion, I don't think it's as good as in the front going into the inversion, but it's still solid. And then after this, you hit a little bank turn. It looks like this should give airtime, especially on the unload side, but unfortunately, you don't get anything. You didn't get anything before, and you don't get anything now, which is unfortunate. I wish they could have reprofiled that to maybe be more like a wave turn, but, you know, you can't win them all. This element's still fun to feel the speed. And then after this, you hit arguably the most intense part of the ride, which is the Sidewinder. I really like this inversion, especially in the front. In the back, you kind of just meander through it, but in the front, you get some good Gs going through it. I wouldn't say you gray out, but you definitely feel it a lot. And then you get whipped a little bit coming out of it. It's really fun. You get it anywhere in the train. And then this next part really jitters. And I will say this ride is still very rattly, still very rough, but you can't get headbanging. So if you're worried about that, don't be. If you're really sensitive to roughness, then I might still be a little wary of this ride because, yeah, it does shake a lot. But back to the Helix, if you're like me and you like rougher and more aggressive rides, this is honestly a good part of the ride because this Helix is very rough. You definitely shake a good deal here. But then after this, you're going to head through a double Heartline roll. These inversions are great. You get a little bit of hang time, but more importantly, you get some good laterals throwing you to the left. It's definitely a little more pronounced on the load side, but it's also good on the unload. Both of these feel basically identical. So then after this, you're going to head through a pretty meandery finale. First, you're going to go through a long, drawn-out right-hand turn. This element doesn't really do anything, but it's cool because it's by the water, I guess. And then after that, you're going to hit a little switchback, throwing you to the left. And when I say throwing, I mean barely giving you laterals, before sending you to the right, giving a little bit more laterals, but not really, and then hitting the brakes. These brakes will throw you forward a bit. It always has done that, and it still does, and it's great. It's a nice little aggressive finale, and that's your ride on Mind Eraser. This ride is definitely still not perfect. There's definitely a lot of dead spots, some meandery sections towards the end, but this ride's definitely forceful if you know where to sit, and with the new restraints, you feel more open than ever. You're able to feel those laterals better than ever, especially on the Heartline rolls. So for Mind Eraser's final score, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's definitely nothing too special. It's not in my top 100, but it's definitely in my top 150, and it's got a lot of great forces that make it worth riding potentially multiple times when you're here at Darien Lake. So let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.